Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Aero Nicely News. I'm Lenny Hernandez. I'm on the road. It's a new week. It's a new location. Apparently, I'm here at Kingsland Walk in St. Louis, Missouri. Just check out the signage. Oh, how cool is that? Look at that bad boy. Oh, it's so nice. I'm Vanna Whiting right here. Super excited because this is assisted living on memory care, on assisted living, 4 levels. Let's go inside. Come on. I got something to show you. Come on in to what I call is the Emerald City.
Woo! It has been a wild ride the last few days, but I am super excited to be here because I drove from Cleveland on Labor Day to St. Louis, which is like a little over an 8-hour drive. But when I was driving through Cleveland, it was like a monsoon, as Cleveland had received the most amount of rain it had ever received in a 24-hour period on Labor Day. And I drove through it. And let me just tell you that it was dangerous.
Let's get dangerous.
Today is Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and we have a great show for you today, so let's get right into it. And speaking of things that happen, rain or shine, the Kentucky Derby was this weekend, and Authentic took the coveted prize. Wait a second, do horse races still actually happen if it's just crazy muddy? Ooh, I don't know, seems a little dodgy to me. Well, not to be outdone by the professionals, but some of our communities took part in their very own versions of a derby.
Today we have Seabiscuit and Wildfire Racing.
Parkway Senior Living held their very own horse races. Some were inside, some were outside, but regardless, everyone had a lot of fun and made sure they kept their distance. Over at the Fremont Senior Living in Springfield, Missouri, residents rocked their favorite derby hats, as well as created cute little floral horseshoes. That looks like that was a lot of fun. And now, put 15 seconds on the clock because we're gonna do 15 seconds of horse jokes. Go! What do you call a horse that's been around the world? A globe-trotter. Why did the man stand behind his horse? Because he thought he'd get a kick out of it. Why couldn't the pony sing? Because he was a little horse. How do you know a horse has a bad attitude? He always says, nay. Did you hear about the depressed horse? Well, his story was a story of whoa. Well, next we head over to the Blvd Senior Living in St. Charles, where they made terrariums. Am I saying that right? Terrariums? Because it sounds very weird coming out of my mouth. Terrariums. That's it. Got it. Yeah. Wow, look at these beautiful things. Could I get one of those with a nice faux plant though? Because I cannot keep a plant alive to save my life. Residents there also made tie-dye face masks. These masks are a perfect way to splash a little bit of color on something that we've all been accessorizing with these days. And come on, who doesn't love tie-dye? Look, I'm not gonna lie, I had to Google what terrarium was, and so apparently it's a sealed circular or spherical globe, transparent globe, that you grow plants inside of. Who knew? Because I didn't. And for our next story of the day, we're gonna celebrate some birthdays and anniversaries. Birthdays and anniversaries, we got some birthdays. To be honest, it's Virgo season and there are way too many birthdays to celebrate. So we're just gonna shout out one special anniversary. Ed and Jan at the Blvd St. Charles celebrated their 64th wedding anniversary in style by doing a private dinner with one of our chefs. I'm a huge fan of the two of them. Every time I visit the Blvd, I go out of my way to make sure that I say hi. So, happy anniversary, you two. We're only a few weeks away from officially entering fall season, but that doesn't mean we have to cut our summer short. No sirree, we don't. And employees and residents over there at Hudson Grande Senior Living, they spent one of their afternoons over Labor Day crushing down on some Kona ice. The Kona ice truck stopped by for some ding 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 ding, and everyone involved couldn't have been more happy. Is that Cheryl, the executive director on the right, enjoying that shaved ice? I see you, Cheryl. Well, everybody, that'll do it for today's episode of Aero Nicely News. But before you go, we got a new addition to the family. the Chestnut Hill Senior Living family. A big welcome to baby Oliver Sage. Ollie arrived just a couple days ago, and oh my goodness, he is so adorable. Congratulations to Cody and Tyler. Well, everybody, that'll do it for today's episode of Arrow Nicely News. We have been so proud to be bringing you these episodes week in and week out. Will it last forever? Probably not. Well, but until they pull us out of here kicking and screaming, we're going to be bringing nice news to you. Well, go outside. Bask in the sun a little bit before it gets too chilly out to do so. I'm Lenny Hernandez. We'll see you next week. Peace and power to the people. What kind of horse can swim underwater without coming up for air? A seahorse.